change what to partake, cause none of them won't ever get comfortable in your walkway. My job is to aware you, fully loaded, prepare you for all of the above that I'm never letting get near you. But still in all, give you every advantage I found. Couldn't find a better fit for them, along with my crown. And since the baton was passed, I've been down, cause failing's not an option, and dad is not a noun, not at all.
My message to any dad, man, first off, know that, yeah, it is a hard job, but it's the greatest job in the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't change anything about it. Everything you're doing from here on out, if it didn't have purpose before, now it has purpose. It's the most important thing you'll ever do. Just be a dad.
You are there. Come on, right here.
I don't need you to give them to me. I got my own people.
Shoot towards my boys,
Huh?
right here.
All right.
Yeah, straight in front of you.
Welcome to another episode of Dad is Not a Noun. My name is Ishmael, changing the narrative for men of color fatherhood, as well as changing the narrative on the things I care about. And what you watched was a viral video a long time ago that went viral of this amazing uncle's dad, amazing husband, and the community, the family with him as he made this free throw blind. And when I watched that video, it wasn't about him making the shot. It was about community and family and everyone around, and seeing that beauty of joy of just coming together. And I'm truly honored to have this guest on, Mr. Turner. Thank you for coming on, Mr. Turner.
All right. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm great. I'm just honored to have you on. You know, that video went viral many years ago, 10 million views. And like I was saying in the beginning, that it wasn't about you making the shot. It was just that being in joy and love and happiness and being in community, which I think I go back to TED Talk speaker said, that it takes a village to raise a man, and I'm a strong believer of that. And so again, I thank you for coming on with me. Truly honored. But my first question I want to ask you, because I'm all about mental health,
Okay.
especially in my community. So the way I phrase this question, I think it's a great way to start it off. How's your heart at this moment?
Well, when you say how's my heart, do you mean physically or
Mentally.
do you mean in
Mentally.
spiritual?
Spiritual, yes.
Okay. So I'm a minister of the gospel. One of the things about me is that I understand how important the heart is. And out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's what the word of God says. What I believe and my feeling now is that you are to enjoy life. Always make the best of each moment that God gives you. I am very happy. And when I say happy, happiness is one of those things that can come and go, but I have joy. Joy is something that God gives you that no man can take away. And so my heart right now is full of joy. Joy for my life in general. And when I say my life in general, that means all of my family, my friends, church, everyone around me, basically who makes up David. And that's what my heart is feeling right now. I'm full.
And then, a lot of people know about your story. You lost your eyesight due to diabetes, and later you were facing kidney cancer, um, and ongoing dialysis. But just talk about that principle of, through your circumstance, you still found joy?
Well, that is one of the struggles with having faith in God. A lot of people go through circumstances and really, truly don't know how to handle it. I, on the other hand, I realized how much He brought me through it. God brings you to a situation so He can take you through it and bring you out of it. And you can really have joy on the other side. My thing with my illness was that even though it was a struggle, a lot of those, what I went through is hard to hear. And when I say hard to hear, when you hear negative situations like that come upon your life, a lot of people don't know how to handle that. They take it and they tend to let the doctor really tell them what it is and basically how to feel about it. I, on the other hand, I have faith in God, and so my faith tells me otherwise. I don't have to live with this situation. This is just a test that I'm going through, and that God will bring me out on the other side with a story to tell and to share with others in hopes that situations that they're going through, they'll be able to walk through it a little easier, knowing that you will eventually come out on the other side and you'll be the better for it. So yeah, that's how I dealt with my situation. I didn't let it bother me. I said, I'm gonna make the best out of this. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And basically what God has given me to do. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep pressing forward and I'm gonna make it work one way or the other. I don't care who comes but goes. I'm gonna do it. And so that's how I look at that.
And I love that too. And just talk about that, because again, being blind, you can't see, but you do feel. And I'm a strong believer that fatherhood is a work of art.
Right.
So through feeling, how has that work of art helped, like that image of fatherhood? Because I know, the things that you've done for your children, you can't visually see, but you can feel. So just talk about that feeling for you when it comes to um, fatherhood being a work of art.
Okay. So that's kind of a hard subject. The reason I say that is being blind, I'm in a situation where I literally can't see them. I haven't seen them since 2013. Um, that being said, it's it's hard for me to visualize what my children and really my grandchildren, because I've never seen them, but what they look like visually. That's a hard subject, but regardless of whether I see them or not, communication is key. Um, and I am so honest when I say this. One of the things that I've been blessed with is great communication when it comes to myself and my two sons. We can talk, we can laugh. They understand where I'm coming from. They are a wonderful, wonderful, great help to me, especially when I was going through severely with my sicknesses. Um, and so when you say, how do I feel? I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm presently very happy because I'm loved by my sons a great deal. Uh, I am loved by my grandchildren. I only have two, one boy, one girl. And I won't even begin to tell you where to go with my wife. When I tell you, I mean, a helpmeet that is out of this world. She is a helpmate. Well, I can't even explain it, but I won't say the perfect family, but they're perfect to me. And they're who God gave me. And so I feel blessed every single day of my life. He has really given me something very special there.
And the reason why I posed that question to you is like it doesn't have to be visually, it can be filled. You can feel it, you can hear it through sound, and just talk about just that impact of that affirmation that you get. Like I know you talked about a little bit that importance of that affirmation that you get from your children, from you get from your grandchildren, that you get from your wife, that constant that you are an amazing dad.
Well, I mean, you know what? We tell each other, all of us, we tell each other we love each other quite a bit. Simply because you don't know when that last day's coming. Um, as far as what they say or how I'm to feel about it, the affirmation. Look, I can feel that. It is definitely something you can feel, you can hear when they speak, when they say it. It definitely takes you, especially with me not being able to see them. It takes me further than I can really ever express with words. Um, all I can say, man, is it 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 fulfills me. I do understand that God gave me this family for a reason, for a purpose, because a lot of men can't say the same. A lot of fathers can't say that they have that open, you know, being able to talk relationship with their sons. And wow, you don't know how important that is these days with, life in the way that it does. Because constantly our young men are, you don't know what's going to happen on a day to day. So to know that they're here, they're safe, and that they love me the way that they do. Oh my goodness. That does more for me than words could even say.
And then, you're also a ordained elder and a musician. Just talk about that importance of that voice. I wouldn't say of authority, but that voice of wisdom, which I know you take seriously. But just talk about that importance to you.
It's my whole life. My faith is what has built me, what has made me who I am today. Um, being an ordained elder, that's fine, but I don't hang on that title. I really hang on the fact that I am a believer of Jesus Christ. And with that, um, that really leads the way of my life. It's my way of thinking. That when you say authority, I know that I'm covered. First of all, by God, but God has placed pastors over me that really cover me, cover my family, um, and so um, I've been actually preaching since '95,
Wow.
and I've been ordained, not too long after that. But I can take what I have and I can share that. That's an experience. I can take that and share that openly with the people I talk to. And when I speak of my story and what I've been through and how, firm I am uh, in Christ and, what God has given me, I can therefore go on and share that with others. And really, really, I am, I'm really basically telling them how blessed I am through that, through the fact that God has kept me. And so that's the authority part of that. Um, I truly believe in, being in line under submission with my pastors, my church, and most importantly with God. And as far as the music part, man, I've been playing all my life. I've been playing keyboard and piano and organ ever since I was about 11.
Mm,
I started playing for churches when I turned 13. And I've been doing that all my life. And so that is really, truly, and the word I'm going to use, that's my therapy.
mm,
God gave that to me. And that's a gift that I will never take for granted. I play every Sunday, and I use that as therapy for myself to help me walk through my trials, my tribulations. No matter what, I can always turn to that music. And it doesn't help that my whole family, oh my God, they're all musicians, sing. It really, I can go on and on about that, but I'm gonna stop right there because I know you have a certain time limit.
No, I don't have a time limit because it's my podcast. I can do whatever I want to do. But I'm talking about instrument. What would you say? Which instrument aligns with you being a dad?
Right now I play keyboard. I've played organ a lot in the past, and I can really express myself with that instrument. Um, but with the keyboard now, I've really kind of incorporated that more because I can really kind of take that where I want to,
Mm,
because it's, it has the ability for multiple instruments. It's not the same as the organ, but I can still express myself. So yeah, I mean, in the past it was piano
okay.
because basically that was a long time ago. That's what we had. We didn't have all these multifangled keyboards and all that young folk stuff. My oldest son, he's a drummer. My youngest son, he's a lead guitarist, acoustic guitarist, keyboardist. They both sing. They both have music out there. And so, yeah, it goes on and on.
I could imagine how jam session is for like Thanksgiving or Easter or family gathering. It's like a concert, probably.
You,
I'm like imagining it right now.
well, I don't know if you can imagine that because my wife, her family, oh my goodness, she's got it's eight of them, and maybe only one, two, or three of them don't really put forth singing. So
Okay.
when we come together for a family gathering, it's like choir rehearsal.
Okay.
And oh my goodness, it gets sickening. Sometimes they do it so much. They all sing. I mean, when I say sing, they sing. It's like uh two or three groups of the Clark sisters. Ugh. But it's great. I love it.
No, definitely, definitely, and I love that, man, because I feel that energy of love in that home, and I think that's important. But I want to be mindful that you're also an author. You wrote a book saying, "I am David by faith and not sight." What inspired you to want to write a book?
Honestly, and I can kind of shorten that. It is basically all founded in what I was going through with gastroparesis. Gastroparesis put me in the hospital each month for like 2 or 3 years. And I basically just wanted to kind of tell my story and explain to people you can make it through this situation. And kind of wanted to give them a background of me and where I came from, and bring them up to date as to why I feel the way I do and why I'm able to walk through this situation. And so that's where the book came from. Everybody was telling me, David, you need to write a book, tell your story. And that's where that came from. Thanks be to God. We got with someone who was able to help us out with that. They came in and basically just blessed us with everything that we needed. We didn't have to come out of pocket with too much of anything, and when you write a book, that's not easy.
Nothing.
You have to pay for publishers and printers and all that kind of stuff. But this lady, she came along and said, I want to bless you with this. You know, let's do it. And I said, hey, that's great. And so that's where the book came from. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much though. Yeah, that's it.
No, 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 no. That was perfect. No, no, because I wanted to highlight the importance of when you have a story to tell, we need to tell our story.
Yes.
Sometimes we have a uncomfortability of wanting to share our story with people because you never know. When you share your story, you might someone out there might find it inspirational. It might be their north star to get them through what they're going through. And so that's why I wanted to bring that up was because someone who's listening to this conversation we having that that's going through some dark days and magically find my conversation with you and they draw inspiration from it.
Well, here's a little footnote to the book. Um, you have to be cautious because people are out there that have a book or a story to tell in their hearts, and they fool around and they procrastinate and don't do it
Yeah.
for whatever reason, and that book dies with them. And we should not do that. We should always be conscious to the fact that your story, no matter what it is still important to tell. If you have a book to write, or a song to write, a story to tell, you need to do that. It's so very important for our young people today that they have many, many avenues that they can go down, and something may very well touch their heart, touch their life in what situation they may be going through at the time. And so you don't know how important that story could be.
And I agree. And I'm going to end it with that because I think that's important because everyone has a story to tell and every story is relevant. Don't feel like your story is irrelevant because someone's going to find inspiration from your story. You just got to be willing to share it and be willing to take the criticisms from it because it's going to happen because you're going to have some people that are going to criticize your story, but that's a part of being a part of life. It's going to happen. So, Mr. Turner, thank you for coming on. I really, really appreciate you. Um, if people want to reach you or try to find you or try to connect with you, how can people find you?
All of our connect or contact information is on our nonprofit website. You can go there, you can find everything out. As far as I personally, if they want to contact me, I would be glad to offer my phone number and my email address so that they can contact me anytime. I'll be glad to speak with anyone to encourage them. I do have Facebook, I do have Instagram. So when they contact me, However, they would like to read a little bit more about me, I can give them all of that information. As for now, I believe my Instagram is elder, ELDER underscore music man, MUZIKMAN. And that's my Instagram. That's also my email address at yahoo.com.
And all those links will be in the description below. Mr. Turner, thank you for coming on. Thank you, Miss Turner. I know you're in the background. Thank you. And again, this has been an amazing conversation. Like, subscribe, and we're out of here. Peace.